Welcome to Rio. Today we'll be doing factoring trinomials. We have an example over here which is 6x squared minus 11x minus 35. In factoring trinomials, the biggest famous one is basically drawing big X, okay, with a line through. On the top of the X, which you have here, is going to be A times C. On the bottom over here, you're going to have B. A is basically 6x squared. B is negative B at negative 11. And C is going to be negative 35. Okay? So on the top we have A times C, which is basically 6 times negative 35, which gives you negative 210. Okay? And on the bottom over here, we're going to have negative 11. Okay? Now on the sides to the top is going to be A's. Over here and over here. And that A basically is 6x and 6x over here. Now on the bottom of that 6x is the two numbers that you're going to times them equals negative 210, but when you add them, it's going to equal negative 11. And those two numbers are negative 21 and positive 10. Now you're not done there. So the next step is going to be figuring out of a simpler way, basically a simple factoring. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide over here with 2, which you get 3x over 5 plus. And over here you're going to be dividing it with 3. All we're doing is simplifying. So it would be 2x over negative 7. Now we're going to rewrite these as the answer, which is basically 2x minus 7 in parentheses. Don't forget your parentheses. And 3x plus 5. And that's your answer for this example. Now I'm going to erase this board and give you another example. I'm back with another example, and this time we have 12x squared minus 17x plus 6. So the first step is drawing that big X. Okay? The next step is drawing a line through that X. And then the next one is going to have the top one, which is going to be A times C. And on the bottom, we're going to have B. So A times C, we get 72. And B is basically negative 17, which is basically dropping it like a hot potato. Okay? Next, we're going to have over here, which is the 12x, which is from the A, and 12x on this side too. Now on the bottom over here, this empty triangles, this is the part where you're going to think, what two numbers times each other equals 72, but when you add them, equals negative 17. Those two numbers, when you times them, equals 72, is going to be 9 and 8. But since we have that negative 17, both of them is going to come out negative. Negative 9 times negative 8 equals positive 72. When you add them, equals negative 17. Now the next step is you're going to do simplifying. We're going to take this side and divide it by 3, which you get 4x over negative 3. And on this side, we're going to divide it by 4, which you get 3x over negative 2. The next step is rewriting the formula. which equals to 4x minus 3 in parentheses times 3x minus 2. And don't forget to box your answer. Alright, the next step, I'm going to erase this board and give you another example. I'm here with another example. This time we have 35x squared minus 27x plus 4. Again, draw the big X with a line through. And again, you have A times C on the top, which is going to be 35 times 4, which is 140. And on the bottom, we're going to have B, which is basically dropping it like a hot potato, negative 27. Now, on these two triangles, is going to have the 35, which is the A, X, 35, X. Now, on those two sides, you have to think about it. What two numbers, when you times them, equals 140, but when you add it, equals negative 27. And those two numbers are 7, negative, and negative 20. Now, all we gotta do this time, you're gonna simplify it again with 5 on this side, which is you're gonna get 7x over negative 4. And then on this side, we're going to divide it by 7, which you're going to end up with 5x minus 1. Now let's rewrite this, which is going to be 7x minus 4 in parentheses, don't forget that, and 5x minus 1 in parentheses. Don't forget to box your answer. And this is the end of the lesson of factoring trinomials. And then go Trio!